Welcome to Flow Motion with Marie. This is the third part of the series called Supple Spine and Strong Back. In the previous video, we ended with Child's Pose, so that's where we're beginning today. Let's check in with the breath, full and slow and steady. And let's remember our intention of making our spine more mobile and strengthening our back. Anytime you need to take a break, come back to this posture. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Press your hands into your mat, lift your hips high up, and pull the belly in. Stay here for the inhale. Exhale, bend your legs and walk forward toward your hands. We'll rise up in chair pose. Sweep the arms diagonally upward. And as you reach the arms up, let's lift the left heel and reach the left leg back. Far back, rise up in crescent pose. So keep pulling the belly in and twist to your right. Your left hand rests on your right knee, right hand behind you. Untwist, reach the arms overhead and open up in Warrior Two. You can adjust the distance between the feet so you find good placement and good balance, and gaze forward to your right hand. Bring your awareness to your back foot and press down firmly so that you're not resting all the weight on the front leg. Breathe in here. Exhale, lean forward and bring your right forearm to the right thigh and reach the left arm up toward the ceiling. If you use a block, take a moment to set a block underneath your right hand and come back into this side angle variation. Firm your right hand or forearm into whatever surface it's on and keep reaching up with the left arm. Keep this lifting up sensation, gaze down, and you'll shift the weight to the front leg, shift the right hand forward and lift the back leg so you come into half moon pose. Your lifted leg is as active as your standing leg. So keep reaching your left leg long and keep breathing. Bend your front leg and land your back foot. Transfer your block if you need to, and let's take a transition. Right foot steps back, shift forward, and lower down. Belly, chest, head. Lift up in low cobra and come back into downward facing dog. Let's take a full inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Legs bend. We'll walk to the front once more and rise up in chair. Arms reach forward and upward. Keep your arms as they are or hands into prayer position as the right foot steps back. Crescent pose into a twist. Left hand behind you, and although my right arm is up here, cross yours over to your left knee and uncross and come into Warrior Two this time. Left leg bends. Right leg is straight and strong and gaze forward toward your left hand. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Relax your face. And we'll shift forward. Lower your left hand either on a block or left forearm to your left thigh, and your right arm will reach up. Wherever it is most comfortable for your neck, that's where you'll gaze. This reaching up sensation helps give you the lift. Keep reaching up, look down, and shift the weight forward. Block comes forward, back leg lifts, and your standing leg is strong. Lifted leg is long and reaching, and you're breathing. focus your gaze on one point, whether it's down on the floor or up at your hand to challenge your balance, or anywhere in between. Are you still breathing? Let's release. Lower the back foot, set your block aside, and transition. Left foot steps back, lower down. Lift up in low cobra and come into downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Exhale completely. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the legs, look forward, and then walk forward to the hands. Chair pose once more. Legs bend, arms sweep up, hands to heart. Lift the left heel and reach the left leg back. Lower the toes, lower the ball of the foot. Then shift forward and return the foot. And we'll just repeat this simple stepping back and stepping forward action. If you feel wobbly, take the hands to your right leg and use that as support. You'll be surprised how more stable you can feel. Shift back and come forward. One more time, back. Lower the left hand and reach the right arm up so we come into a twist. Reach high with the right arm, press down with the left hand, and see where it works for you to look at, whether it's up at your hand or down toward the ground or somewhere in the middle. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Look down and lower the back leg. We'll take a different approach to this twist. Bring your left elbow to the outer right knee and rest your head on your hand, on the left hand. Your right hand gently presses against your right thigh, and perhaps this is already a deep twist for you. If that's the case, then stay there. Your right hand gently presses against your right thigh for balance. Or explore bringing the right hand on your left hand, curling your left toes under, and lifting your left knee. If you've been following this series, this position is not new to you. We are revisiting this twisted balance posture, but we're adding a little twist to this twist. Pun intended. Right hand to your right thigh, left hand slightly forward, and you'll step your left foot toward your right. And you'll see it's a little tricky. You have to be staying in the twist and shifting your weight forward and backward. Some of us will wobble more than others, and peep, there's my wobble. Rest assured, as you practice stepping forward and back in this new position, then you kind of get used to it. And because we're weighting so much on the right leg, it will tire out. So if you do feel tired, let me show you what you can do. Lift the right heel to unweight the right foot. And then you'll step the left leg back as usual. So repetition is a great teacher. When you feel more stable, smoother, think of challenging your balance by lifting the front hand off of the floor. Well, you'll see it still doesn't work. So I'm putting my left hand back down. If it works for you, then lift the hand, step the left foot forward. Whew, let's come into a fold. And step your left foot back and lower your left knee. Shift your hips back and wiggle your right leg. We'll give some space to your right hip. Shift forward and back and just unweight it. And then once recovered, let's try that again. We'll take our twist, cross the left arm over the right knee, and either place the right hand on the right thigh or press the palms together in what's called prayer position or Anjali Mudra. This pressing together of hands and arm against leg stabilizes the posture. Curl the left toes under and lift the back knee. Breathe. Look down and play with shifting the weight forward and backward. And when you're ready, step the back foot forward. It might not be as smooth as you want it to be, but that's why we practice. Come into a forward fold and just shift your weight from heels to toes to get rid of any tightness or cramping. Step the left foot back and we'll still decramp here, so to say. Lower the left knee and shift your hips back to wiggle the right leg. So if you like, we'll try it on this side one more time. If not, then let's meet in downward facing dog. I'm doing it one more time. Bring the left arm and cross it over the right leg. Join the palms, lift the back leg. Inhale, look down, exhale. Are you ready to step the left foot forward? And let's come into a transition. Lower the hands, step the feet back, and lower all the way down. Lower slowly and with control. Come up for a back bend and press into downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. We'll move forward. Bend the legs, gaze forward, and step the feet forward. Then we rise all the way up to the top. Join the palms overhead. Take the hands to the heart. Whew. Reset. Then chair pose. Bend the legs, sweep the arms upward, hands to heart. Lift the right heel. Reach the right leg back as slowly as you can and lower the foot. And then you'll shift the foot forward. So as we did on the first side, just reach foot back, step it forward. We're introducing this stepping forward transition to our body in tiny increments. Hands can come to the left side if that gives you more stability, or you can keep the prayer position in front of the heart. So now that your body sort of has the hang of this, step the right foot far back, wiggle it further back, right hand down and reach the left arm up. So we come to a twist on this side. Right hand firms down. Right heel pushes back so the right leg stays strong and the left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Your upper back muscles are engaged to keep this twist sustained. Lower the back leg and we'll take this twist to the other side. Right arm crosses over the left leg, head in hand if you wish, and the upper arm pushes against the left leg. Or take palms together in prayer position and lift the back leg. Strong back leg. Left foot pushes down. Pull the belly in for stability and breathe. Can you add a smile to relax the facial muscles and ease any tension that you might have built up? Let's lower the back knee and untwist. Shift the hips back and wiggle your left foot. We're decompressing the left side this time. So instinctively, if you have other ways to unweight the left side, then do so. I'm sure you'll find a way that's suitable for you. And then we try again. Arms reach up for length, then twist to your left. Right arm gently presses against the left leg. Join the palms, lift the back leg, breathe. Belly draws in. Let's lower the right hand and prepare to shift forward. Light in the back leg so that you can step the foot forward. Maybe little steps, maybe one big step. Unweight the left foot and then step the right foot back once more. So this is trial and error. The first few might be unsmooth, but you'll find your way through. Unweight and wait. Shift forward and back. Hold in. And then reach back. So at this point, you're finding your own flow here. Maybe the front hand will lift to give yourself a little bit more challenge. Back foot down. Whether your hand is on the ground or not, just play with this shifting, with this coming forward and coming back. And naturally we need to decompress. So let's take a break, shift the hips back, Wiggle your left foot, or maybe even step the foot back and shake the leg out. Like I said, instinctively, you'll find a way, you'll discover a way to decompress. And when you've had enough of a break and are ready to move on, then we continue. Let's reach the torso and arms up. We'll twist to the left side again, set ourselves up for this twist. The back knee will lift. You'll breathe as the belly pulls in. And then you'll look down and look at a point to focus. And if you don't get it right the first time, then allow yourself to reset. If you got it the first time, then great. Continue stepping forward and back while I reset. And if you're on the same boat as I am, then you'll come back and set yourself up for the twist. Join the palms, lift the back leg, gaze down, and practice stepping the right foot forward and stepping the right foot back. Anytime you need to decompress, then lower the back leg, shift the hips back and forth, unweight the front leg. Somehow I'm needing more time to decompress on this side. So if you've already recovered, then set yourself up for the left side twist and continue, and then I'll catch up. But if you want to do this together one last time, then step the left foot forward, raise the arms and come into your left side twist. Join the palms, lift the back leg, breathe and look down, and step the right foot forward. Hold in. Untwist and lower the hands, and step the feet back. Let's lower all the way down. Slowly lift up in low cobra and push up and back into downward facing dog. As you settle in your posture, inhale fully. Exhale completely. We'll take a break. Lower your knees. Bring your hips to your heels and come into child's pose. Take your arms alongside of the body and again, instinctively experiment with movements that make your body feel good. Or maybe it's not a matter of moving, it's a matter of staying still. Either way, breathe in fully and exhale completely. If you need a longer rest time, then stay here. But if you're ready to move forward, then come into downward facing dog. Bring the hands forward, pull the belly in, and reach your hips up and back. Reach the right leg up, and in slow motion, pull the right knee into chest, push into the floor and step the right foot forward. As always, carry if you need to. If you've been using a block, take it under your left hand and press your hand into it as you reach your right arm up. If your right shoulder is leaning forward this way, really spiral the chest upward. That way you're in a full twist. Reach high with the right arm, draw the belly in, and breathe. Whether you're looking up at your right hand or down toward the ground or somewhere in between, keep your neck long, keep your face relaxed. Keep reaching up with the right hand. We'll shift the block forward, shift the weight to right leg and lift the left leg so we come into a twisted half moon. If you're not using a block, then consider having just the fingertips of your left hand on the ground so you're not collapsed down with the upper body. Firm the bottom hand and the bottom foot into the surfaces they're on, while the free parts, the right arm, the left leg, really reach out, really reach back. And then we release. Land the back foot far back. Take the block to the other side, step the feet back, and wiggle your hips side to side if that makes you feel good. Take your head side to side if that gives you more freedom. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, left leg up. As you exhale, the left knee pulls in. Step the foot forward. Bring your right hand on the block. It's underneath your right shoulder. If you're not using a block, then the right fingertips to the ground. Instead of dumping into the shoulder, push down with a hand and reach the left arm up. So upper body is already set. And we already know what's coming, what's after this, because this is the second side we're doing. And that's the challenge, to stay here in spite of knowing what comes next. Breathe. And then we look down and shift the block forward, shift forward to lift the back leg. Just as we did on the first side, the body parts that are on the block and the floor push down. That pushing down action, the grounding down action, translates into space and buoyancy and lightness throughout the rest of the body. So breathe, and then release. Land the lifted foot. Set your block aside and step the feet back. Hello, downward facing dog. Let's cap this with a transition. Shift forward, come down to the belly, to the chest, to the head. Rise up in low cobra pose, and then push up and come into downward facing dog once more. Let's inhale. Exhale. This ends the third part of the Supple Spine and Strong Back series. Tune in next week for the final part to end this series. If you're doing this video on its own, then come into child's pose or the closing pose and lie down on your back. Thank you for joining me in flow motion. See you next time. Bye.